And that fabulous garden is one that you can experience and tour yourself on the Inside Austin Gardens Tour, which is coming up on October 17th. I'm joined now by Wendy Buck, who is the organizing chair of the tour. Congratulations. It looks like it's going to be a terrific event.
Thank you. It really is. It's going to be a fun tour this year.
Yeah.
We have such a variety of gardens.
Well, the thing that distinguishes the Inside Austin Gardens Tour is put on by the Master Gardeners. And these are, this is a tour by gardeners for gardeners, right?
Absolutely. We all experience the same weather here in Austin, and we're all fighting the same sun or flood. And
or alternately combinations of the two. It's like somebody turned the water off hard
Right.
during the summer, right? So, but again, it's a great opportunity to get out there, mix it up with gardeners who, as you say, have lived through the exact same things. And I love the organization of the tour this year. It's really all about natives.
it is. We're trying to emphasize the native plant book that everybody is familiar with. And you will find a lot of those plants in these gardens this year. People are really moving towards that because it is the easiest way.
Right. Well, and it makes a whole lot of sense. So let's dive in and talk about some of the different categories of natives. I love the way that you've organized the tour this year. It's all about the natives, but you start with flashy natives. Let's talk about the flashy native garden.
The flashy natives are found in Lois's garden in South Austin, and she has a lot of color in her front yard. It's really beautiful, and she's put plants in that flower at different times of year, so there's always color, and it's something beautiful to look at from the street. She's done a very good job with that.
And the variety of textures, the colors, the use of rock to add yet another layer of texture.
Yep.
Really extraordinary here.
Very nice, yes.
And
She's done a good job with that.
Yeah, very, very nice. Very artfully done, I think.
Yes.
And one of the things I noticed here was an artful rain barrel. It looks like a giant Oya.
Yeah, right against the house. It does
Right.
catch water from the roof, so
Yeah.
she's utilizing that, and she has more in the backyard also.
So this is a moderately scaled garden, really, and people can see what can be, the big impact you can have in a relatively small space.
Yeah, it's a typical house here in Austin. It has a typical size yard. There's nothing great or small about it. She's got a lot in the backyard going on with some construction that came through in the past couple of weeks that's torn up parts of it, and so there's another thing that we can all learn from when a company comes in and digs a hole in your yard and changes a shady spot to a sunny spot. What do you do?
Okay, well,
So we're going to find out.
Okay.
We'll find out what she does.
People will be able to see the results of improvisatory gardening, I guess is one way to phrase it.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, it looks like a terrific garden. There's also a shady native garden, and here again, lots of great textures.
Yes, Sue Nazar's garden is the shady native garden, and she has so many plants, different plants in her yard. It's just amazing. You can't number them. She deals with the hot curbside hell strip that most of us have, but then she's got a driveway and a walkway in full shade, and she's got everything from ferns and tropicals to Texas natives and some flower.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful.
Yeah, nice combination of containers as well.
Oh yes, she does a good job with big pots,
Right.
colorful pots, and she puts them all over the yard. It's very nice.
And this is another illustration of the usefulness of natives. Is that when most people think of natives, they think of spiky plants in full sun, right?
That might flower in the spring for a couple of weeks.
Right, but it can be a very lush and soft look as well.
Yes, native is not necessarily ugly or woody or just green.
Or spiny.
Yeah, it can be it can be anything you want.
Right. Well, again, the beautiful setting, and again, nice differentiator to have a garden that is real shady, so that people can. And almost everybody has a shady spot, if not dealing with a significant amount of shade. So here's another opportunity to learn from a gardener about how to get it done.
Right, right.
So that looks like a great one. Now, there's one called Death Defying Natives. And that's something we can all relate to this year, I think. After the monsoon, again, the water got turned off, and it's just like, what's going
what
on
happened?
here? It's just from one extreme to the other. Plants seem to need to be death defying in Austin, Texas.
Yes, they do. And unfortunately, not all of them are. But Gregory Thomas has the death defying native house. He lives on a large corner lot, again, in South Austin. And his hell strip, which he likes to call the heaven strip,
Oh, that's good for him.
is planted. It's full sun most of the day. And so he's really struggled to keep everything looking nice because everybody sees it. It's on a busy street, and he wants to be proud of it. Exactly.
Yes. Yeah.
So in the front yard, he's planted a lot of agave. He's got rose bushes, several different small trees, and all of these things you'll find in our Native and Adapted Plant Book.
Yeah, which
So
is a
he does
great
have a lot
resource.
he has a lot of that in his yard.
It's one of the things the Master Gardeners provide. Not only is it a great program that so many people have really deepened their experience of gardening and gained genuine expertise, but it's a teaching institution as well.
It is. It's volunteer, and we're out there in the community all the time, talking and showing people how to do things.
Yeah,
and,
that's going to be part of the day too. People get to experience that firsthand.
Yes. We have our Master Gardeners out there in each garden that will talk about what people see and the different plants. How do they grow? Can I plant that where I want it? And
perfect.
Yeah.
It's exactly what people need right now.
It is. So.
Yeah. Another one of the gardens on tour is a cottage garden, and everybody loves that look.
This is a completely different look. It's an old house in central Austin, and it takes 2 lots. The garden is 1 lot plus around the house.
Right.
It also has a hell strip on a busy street. But Martha King and her partner Beverly have done some fabulous things with this. This is actually Beverly's childhood home.
Oh,
So
neat.
it's a family place.
Yeah.
And it's very unstructured. Unlike we go both ways in these gardens this year. You've got your professionally designed, very contained garden, and then you have Martha that she's got pathways through that you don't know what you'll see around the corner. She uses a lot of art in her garden.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
Well, a lot
It's
of the
fun
gardeners
to
have personalized the gardens with art and pottery and sculpture and things like that.
Yes, that is in several of them.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
Gardeners have a hard time containing themselves just to plants, I think. Got to add color and form in whatever way possible. And it's another way to experience how different gardeners do it. It's so rare to think of somebody living in the house in Austin that they were in as a child. It's like a real Austin native.
That's true.
Right? Well, there's another garden that is the Oh Deer Garden, which is one that I understand the front yard is completely deer-proof.
Well, there's not deer-proof anymore.
Right. Well, yeah, right.
Deer resistant.
Bad, Tom. Bad. There's no such thing.
There's no such thing anymore as deer-proof.
Right.
But yeah, Pam Pennick's garden, and I think a lot of people have seen hers before. But she is the one that
she's amazing.
Took out all the grass and planted the whole front yard. It's really pretty fascinating. She
literally
built berms
she has sedge turf, but no grass.
Right.
But but people can experience what it's like to actually go grassless. You know? Yeah.
I think there's only 2 gardens in our tour that have a real lawn.
Ah, okay.
So you'll get to
Genuine
experience a different way to do it at different gardens.
Well, a little bit of logistic here. If people are interested in going on tour, how do they get the information?
Our website is up. It's insideaustingardens.org.
Okay.
And you'll find a description of each garden. You can purchase your tickets there now. The tickets are $19
Okay,
online.
very reasonable.
The day of the tour, they'll go up to 20.
Okay,
And also on the day of the tour, you can buy the tickets at each garden.
okay.
And if you only want to see one or two gardens, we'll charge $5 for each one.
Okay. Well, it's a great opportunity, as we've said, to get out there and meet gardeners and experience gardens. And should be a great day. Again, it's Saturday the 17th. So
Yes.
I really appreciate you being with us, Wendy. Thanks for
course.
spending some time with us.
It's a
Great.
pleasure.
Okay. And coming up next is our friend Daphne.